Hi guys, hope you had an awesome week of learning and that you're ready for an awesome Halloween weekend. I know I am. So let's go ahead and get started with this lesson so we can get one step closer to an awesome weekend. So go ahead, pull out your writing journals, and we're going to start with a writing prompt. So Halloween weekend is right around the corner. It's tomorrow, which is super exciting. So today's journal entries: what was your favorite costume you ever wore for Halloween? A costume party or Halloween weekend or Halloween, whatever. Favorite costume. And what did it look like? Go into some details about it. Really tell us what it looks like. And why was it your favorite? Just doesn't have to be over elaborate explanation, but why was it your favorite? Just a quick note, it does not have to be something that you wore when you were little. It could be something that you wore last year or in middle school. It could be what you're planning on wearing for this year. All I ask is that you write at least half a page. So go ahead, pause this video, take 10 minutes and do your journal entry, and we'll come back and we'll start our lesson. So today's lesson is going to be on theme. So let's go ahead and get started. So I want to know what you guys think theme is and how we find it. So I want you to take a couple minutes, pause this video, think about what theme is and how we find it, how you think we find it, what you think it is. We'll come back later in this video and reevaluate. So I want you to pause this video and think about it, and then we'll come back and do a quick little activity. All right, welcome back. So we're going to start this activity on you guys defining different, using your definitions of theme and how we find it, and putting it into practice with some movie posters and some themes from those movies. They are some Disney movies, so they're somewhat more popular. So let's go ahead and get started. When I show you the poster, you're gonna take a couple minutes, pause the video, and think about what theme will go with that movie poster. So the first movie poster is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So go ahead and pause this video, take a couple minutes, and think about what theme or themes you think go with this movie and how you came up with that using your definition of theme and your explanation of how we come up with themes. All right, our second movie picture poster is from Beauty and the Beast. So again, take a couple minutes, pause this video, use your definition of theme and your definition or your explanation of how we come up with theme to give one or two couple themes for Beauty and the Beast. And one final one, The Princess and the Frog. So one more time, we are going to pause this video. You're going to use your definition of theme and your explanation of how we come up with theme. And you're going to come up with a couple, 1, 2-ish themes for The Princess and the Frog. So go ahead and pause this video. Okie dokie, welcome back. So we are going to come back. So let's see how you did. So what is theme? Does your definition match the definition of theme? So theme is a moral or a message, a central topic, a recurring theme or topic, or a lesson. It's something that is usually more subtle or hidden. It's not usually explicitly said. A character doesn't come right out and say, blah, 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 and you automatically know it's the theme. It's usually more hidden, more nuanced, more subtle. where you have to really analyze the text to find the themes. Typically, a theme is a phrase or a sentence, something that is a little bit longer. It's not a singular word or a few words. So instead of the word love, saying the theme is love, saying the theme is that love can conquer the greatest of evils. So it's longer, it's more hidden, it's usually some sort of message. A tip that I had learned, a quick little like easy way to remember, is that theme is the message. So the first 3 letters make up the, and the first 2 letters of message take up ME. If you mash THE and ME together, you've got theme. That's how I kind of always remember it, is that it's the message, so that it just kind of mashes it right together. So how do we find theme? So you want to think about the story and the text in general. So what do the characters learn over the course of the story? How are they changed? What can you see throughout the story? It doesn't have to just be the main character. It could be an antagonist of sorts. You also want to use evidence from the story and text so that you're not just pulling a theme out of thin air and saying, well, this is a theme that I think it is. You have to somehow back it up. So what are some things that recur throughout your the story that you're reading, or the movie you're watching, the TV show you're watching, the text you're reading? Those are the things that you're going to be seeing again and again and again. It's not going to come right out and say, this is the theme, but it's going to keep coming back, and you're going to go, oh, well, I saw that before. Or I read that before. I read something similar to that. It's something that's going to continue to come back. So we're going to do that same activity that we did before again. So we're going to do the movie posters again, but now that you have a better understanding of theme and more knowledge about it, you can use the knowledge that was provided for you plus your previous knowledge and kind of mash it together to come up with themes for these movie posters. And using how we find it, those using evidence from the story or the text, and thinking about the story and the plot and all that, and figuring out how we can identify these themes in these movies. So once again, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So now that we know about theme and how we find it, take a couple minutes and think about some themes and how we find it, and figure out where in the movie you might figure out where these themes are coming from, giving a little bit of evidence. So go ahead and pause this video and think about those things. All right. So some themes that you could think of could be that a little bit of kindness can go a long way. And that could be seen through the huntsman deciding to not kill Snow White and to give her a whistle instead. I think the whistle is in the Disney version, but gives her a whistle so that she can call for help. Or you could see it through the Seven Dwarfs taking her in and saying, oh, hey, she seems nice. She can stay here. We don't have to worry about, she doesn't have to worry about the queen, and they take her in and they take care of her, and she helps take care of them. And that kindness is returned back and forth between the dwarves and Snow White. Another theme that you could think of, wrong way, is that real beauty, true beauty, comes from within. So the evil queen asks her magic mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And the magic mirror replies, Snow White. And the evil queen gets upset. But the mirror is not just talking about Snow White's physical beauty. He's also talking about her inner beauty and the kindness that she has. And these are things that the queen doesn't have. So yes, the queen may be very beautiful on the outside, but on the inside, she's not. So the mirror, which cannot tell lies, is telling the truth, because Snow White is more beautiful on the inside than the outside. So that real beauty is coming from within. So both of these themes that I have provided for you aren't just beauty and aren't just kindness. It's longer, it's more elaborate. So again, coming back to Beauty and the Beast. Excuse me. Go ahead and take a few minutes and think about some themes and how you come up with them. Try to find some evidence to support what you are talking about. So go ahead and pause this video, take a few minutes. Okay, so in Beauty and the Beast, we can acknowledge the fact that we don't want to judge a book by its cover. And this could be talked about so many things. Belle is seen as a very quiet person. You can judge pretty much anybody in this movie based on a first appearance, first impression. So when Belle meets the Beast, she immediately judges him as someone who is harsh and unkind. But after she gets to know him and to talk with him, she realizes that he's not the mean person that she thought he was, that he's actually very kind and loving, and eventually falls in love with him. So she chose not to judge a book by its cover. And I love the book puns with that. That was not intentional, but Belle, being very bookish, wouldn't judge a book by its cover in a bookshop, yet she does with the Beast at first, and then realizes that she was wrong. Another theme you could see is that love can conquer even the hardest of times. So at the very end of this movie, when Beast is dying and Belle acknowledges her love for him, he ends up turning into a handsome prince. That love that she had for him was able to save him from dying and reverse the curse that was put on him at the beginning of the story. And finally, The Princess and the Frog. So one last time, I'm going to ask you to pause this video, go ahead and think about some themes that you could associate with this movie and how you come up with it, how you came up with those themes. So go ahead and take a couple minutes and pause this video, and we'll come back in a few minutes. All right, so one theme in The Princess and the Frog is that what you want isn't always what you need. And there's an entire song in this movie animated musical about that. It's in the section where Mama Odie's talking about how you have to dig deeper so that you can find out what you need, because it's not always going to be what you want. Another is that hard work and perseverance pay off. Prince Naveen, who spends a lot of time as a frog in this movie, realizes that he really didn't put hard work or perseverance into anything he did until he was a frog, and he had to try and get human again. Tiana continued to work hard her whole life to try and get her restaurant, then to try and not be a frog, and then to try and get her restaurant again. So she continued to work hard to get what she wanted and what she needed. So she realized that hard work and that perseverance was going to pay off, and that's another theme of this movie. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to watch a reading of Dr. Seuss's Green Eggs and Ham. Now, this is a link in this PowerPoint. It will also be on Schoology so that you can go and watch it on your own. So that's what I'm expecting you to do, is to go to this link to watch this video and then come back and think about what themes you might associate with Dr. Seuss's Green Eggs and Ham, and to be sure that you have evidence to support that theme. You can have one theme, you can have a couple themes. As long as you come up with one, that is what I'm expecting. So go ahead, pause this video, go watch the Green Eggs and Ham video, come up with some themes, and come back to this video. All right, welcome back from watching Green Eggs and Ham. I hope you enjoyed that little nostalgia from childhood. So what did you come up with? Think about what you came up with. Is it a theme, or is it a one-word, couple-word short answer that's not really a theme? Do you have evidence to support what you were thinking of? If you were struggling, we can walk through a couple more. So some possible themes that I came up with were, you won't know if you like something until you try it. So throughout this whole book, Sam I Am is trying to get, I don't remember his name, the one guy, the main guy, trying to get him to eat green eggs and ham. And he won't. He doesn't want to try it. He says, I don't want to try it. I won't eat it here, there, anywhere, blah, blah, blah. Until the very end, and he realizes that he does like it. Now, there are some times when you might not like something you try, but at least you tried it. You won't know if you don't like it until you've tried it. Another theme is, don't judge a book by its cover. So Sam I Am's friend, I don't remember his name off the top of my head. It's escaping me right now. But he was judging the eggs and the ham based on the color that they were. That he wasn't going to like it because they were green eggs and they were green ham. He didn't want to try it. So those are kind of similar, little different, but pretty similar. And then another one is that if you persevere and refuse to give up, you can accomplish anything. So Sam I Am did not stop bothering his friend until his friend ate green eggs and ham. So he persevered and he refused to give up, and he did get his friend to try it. And like he said you might, I don't remember the exact line, but he said that you he might like it if you try it, but you won't know. So he continued until he got what was accomplished, which was getting his friend to at least try green eggs and ham. Whether or not his friend liked them was a different story, but at least he got him to try the green eggs and ham. So, to conclude this little presentation, it's time to test your knowledge. So I have a remote Kahoot. So this link is also going to be on Schoology, and the pin will also be on Schoology. So you are going to do this little Kahoot quiz. Please put your first and last name, please. No like weird nicknames, just your first and last name. If you go by a nickname in Mrs. Park's class, that's fine. But just your regular name. It closes at 12 o'clock a.m., so midnight, on Saturday morning. So you have until midnight to complete this. It's not overly difficult. It's only like 8 questions, but I had fun making it. I hope you guys have fun doing it, and I hope you do well. So have an awesome Halloween weekend. Eat lots of candy, have lots of fun, and we'll see you guys next week.